Okay. Would anyone like to contribute what we have discussed till last? Where were we? I think we have started with the metrics, correct? And in metrics, which kind of things we have seen? Mahesh, Nilesh? Anyone wants to participate? Or Sagar? First of all, can you guys hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, okay, no issues. So as far as I remember, till last time we have seen, or just tell me if this kind of questions we have seen, not seen. We have seen this kind of questions like you have to find a number in row wise and column wise sorted matrix. That was, I think, our first question for the matrix, in which we have seen like how to find it out. How can we, and as the matrix is 2D matrix, and as we have seen the similar kind of questions for array as well, can we apply the similar strategy over here or not? That we have tried and we couldn't try. So because of that, we thought of some new strategy, that how can we devise a new strategy to find it out this answer, that we want to find it out a number into row wise and column wise sorted matrix, and out of that finally we find it out a way, correct? And I think we have coded for that. Post that we have tried for rotating a array for 90-degree. Just tell me if I haven't taken this question. Okay, if I haven't taken any of the question out of this, just do let me know. So in rotation, there are several ways we have thought. The one best way we find it out is transposing and then reversing row or column. Then we thought of writing a code out of it. Correct? And then we were thinking for the spiral of matrix. So in that, how to print spiral matrix, that I think we were discussing. So up to this we have discussed, or further with the recursion also we were discussing. I just want to know that. Or have we started with the dynamic programming? Okay, no issues. Give me a minute. Recursion in 2D matrix. We have discussed Anquin problems. Okay. Yes, Nilesh. Okay, I think I think we have taken a lecture on 2nd of September. And in 2nd of September, I think I have taken this kind of questions in which I am solving the question for spiral of a matrix. I think up to this only we have done. Rest of the things are pending. I hope I'm correct. Even rotating was a pending. Okay, we'll think of all the things. Let's get started then. Okay. So let's see that if you want to. So there is one way. The first question for the today is that rotate a matrix by 90 degree. So actually my both of the batches are approximately just 1 or 2 days behind. So that's why I get confused that which are the things that I have taught. That's why, sorry guys. Let's get started. So rotate a matrix by 90 degrees. So what does it mean first of all? So let's say you have a matrix something like this, and right now we have to think for n cross n only right now. Okay, then we will devise that for m cross n, what should we do? Or what will be the changes required? So let's say you have this matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now you want to rotate it by 90 degree, and let's say you are rotating by clockwise. So there are two ways you can rotate it by clockwise and you can rotate it by anti-clockwise. Both the ways you can do. So let's say you are doing it clockwise. So what will happen? That this row, which is 1, 2, 3, will become column. So it will become something like this: 1, 2, 3. Correct? This row will become the second before first column, before last this column, 4, 5, 6, and this row, the third row, will become first one. So just think this wise, that this whole matrix, this whole 2D matrix is getting converted or getting rotated 90 degree wise. This portion is getting converted 90 degree wise, and if we see it, it would be same way. We can visualize, or we can just, we have a facility over here, we can do rotate as well, where it would be, yeah, rotate right 90 degree. So 7, 4, 1, yeah, 7, 4, 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, similar kind of thing you can see over here. Sorry, 7, 4, 1, 8, 5, 8, 5, 2, and 9, 6, 3. In the same way, if we rotate it, same way, let's say if we rotate it 90 degree left, original one, and again the 90 degree left, it would be something like this: 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, and 1, 4, 7. Correct? So let's say, yeah. So let's say if we rotate it by this side 90 degree, anti-clockwise, what will happen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This would be my array. Okay, now if you have to devise this strategy, let's say, let's devise for any of the one. Okay, let's devise for anti-clockwise, let's say first. Okay, so for, let's say, anti-clockwise, I'm devising, and what is happening over here? So these are the things are happening actually. If we are starting from 1, the 1 is getting transferred to 7. Correct? Once the 1 is coming over here, this place, then 7 is going to 9's place, and 9 is going to 3's place, and then 3 is coming to 1's place. Now if we reverse the same cycle, it would be working over here. 1 is taking to the 3's place over here. Now 3 is taking to the 9's place, yes, over here. 9 is taking to the 7's place, yes, over here, and 7 is taking to this place. So if we can devise a strategy which works for reverse, and if we just change the direction, it will work for the clockwise or anti-clockwise both. So we just have to devise a strategy for 1. Now let's say what happens for the rest of the elements. So over here, let's say over here, what happens to 2? 2 is coming to 4's place, and 4 is coming to this place, and in the same way. So 2 is coming to 4's place, yes. Then 4 was coming to 8's place, yes. 8, which is over here, is going to 6th place, yes. In the same way, the 6 which was over here, it is going to 6 which is over here, it is going to 2's place. So the similar kind of cycle, it is happening for the rest of the numbers. Okay, and then 5 remains as it is. Okay, now we thought of this strategy. Now just think about it, whether it will work for 4 cross 4 or not. Okay, so let's think about 4 or 4 cross 4 as well. Let's think about 4 cross 4 as well. Let's say 1, 2, 3, and 4 we have. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So what we have thought is to start with this way. 1 will change to its 13th place, 13 will change to its 15th, 16th place, 16 will take place of 4, and 4 will take place of 1, whether it's happening. So let's see. If we rotate it anti-clockwise, what will happen is this row is becoming my first column, reverse side 4 3 2 1. So 4 3 2 1, it is happening. This row is becoming my second column, 8 7 6 5. In the same way 12 11 10 9, and the rest of elements 16 15 14 and 13. In this way it will get transferred. So is it happening the same way? One is coming to 4th place, 13th place, yes. 13 is going to 16th place, yes. 16 is going to 4th place, yes. And 4 is going to this place, yes. The same way rest of the elements also would be, and they would be something like this. 2 is taking not instead of 5th position, 2 is taking 9th position. 9 would be taking which? Not first, second position. 15 would be taking 8th position. So in a square, if you can see, and 8 would be taking this position. The rest of the elements in the same way will be for different things. Let's say, not with this, 3 is taking 5th position, 5 is taking 14th position, 14 is taking 12th position, and 12 is taking 3rd position. Now let's see. Yes. Now these are the two things. Now what about this last square? So for each square, it is happening like this. Not green. It's a purple. 6 is taking 10th place. Just like this, 10 is taking 11th place into the inner circle. 11 is taking 7th place, and 7 is taking 6th place. Yes. It is happening like the same way. Correct. So how can we devise a strategy for it? Which kind of indexes we should take? Correct. That we first have to understand that which kind of indexes it is taking. Okay. So once we understand that in which way the relation in the sense in which way the next cycle will be taken. That means for the first cycle we know. Let's say we have to do it for, let's say, 4 cycles, because there are 4 cross 4 elements, so 4 cycles. 3 cross 3, so 3 elements, so 3 cycles. Over here 3rd cycle didn't happen because there is only one square of one element. Okay, so let's say we devise that strategy, but in which way the indexes will be swapped. Right now we know that it is 0 0, then 0 0, column minus 1. Correct. Column minus 1 or n minus 1, you can say simply n minus 1, because it's n cross n matrix. It is n minus 1 n minus 1, and this is n minus 1 zeroth. Sorry, 0 n minus 1. Correct. Over here I think I made it mistake. It's n minus 1th row and 0th column. Correct. It's a 0th row, n minus 1th column. So over here if we see, it is following the pattern of 0 to n minus 1, n minus 1 to n minus 1, n minus 1. So at least one element is remaining same over here, 0 0. So column remains same, we are exchanging. Then n minus 1 row and row remains same, and we are exchanging. And then again over here same way, then same way. Now can we think about the rest of the elements? What happens with the rest of the elements? So let's write it down over here with 0 1 and 0 2. Okay, so we are thinking with this way. Say 0 1 is getting transferred with 1 of 1 0 1 and 2, sorry, 2 of 0. Correct. 0, first row, second row, and third row. Then the same element 2 0 is getting transferred with 3 2. 0 1 and 2, 3 2. Now 3 2 is getting transferred with 3 2 3, sorry, not 2 3 even. 1 3. One three, and 1 3's element is getting swapped or coming at the back to the position 0 1. So in this way the cycle is happening. So this is my second cycle. Okay, so if we think closely, then it can be something like this. Let's say this is my I and this is my J. Then what would be my next I and Jth location? If I want to understand that, then I have to make a decision. Like addition in a sense, then I have to create somewhat relationship between this both. Correct. And let's say I'm creating something like this. Let's make this element as a temporary. I'm making this element as a temporary, and this element 0 1 is in a temporary. I will not exchange it with 9. Actually, in a reverse way, I'll go. I'll copy 8's element over here because 2 is temporary. That is fine. Then 8 is copied over here. Correct. 15, then I'll copy over here. 9, then I'll copy over here. 2, which was temp, that I'll copy over here. In that way, I should have to proceed. Otherwise, each and every time I have to keep that variable as a temp. The 2 is swapped over here because before that 9 should be in temporary variable. 2 came over here. Now 9 should go over here. So 9 was in temp. It will get changed to 15, and before that 15 should come to temp. So that will be a nasty process, to be very honest. Understood this logic? Instead of 2 changing to 9, what I'm doing is I'm making 2 as a temporary variable. 8 I'm shifting over here. So after one loop, 8 will be over here as well, and 8 will be over here as well. Hold on for a minute. I'm getting a call. Okay, so instead of 2 getting copied over here to 9, if I copy it, I have to make temporary is equal to 9, and then temporary will get copied to 15, and before that I have to make temporary 2 equal to 9 equal to 15. So then temporary 2 should get copied to 8, and before that 8 will get copied to temporary 1. So I have to make use of two variables. Instead of that, let's use in this way. Let's make 2 as a temporary. Let's make 2 as a temporary. Copy the value of 8 over here. Correct? Now 8 is copied. Then go to 15. 15 to copy with here. Then go to 9. 9 will get copied over here. Then 9 will get copied with, at the end 9 will get copied with the temporary variable 2. So whichever the values I wanted, 8, 2, 9 and 15 got transferred. Yes. So in a normal loop it will get transferred, and only I have to worry about just one temporary variable, not the two. Correct? So that my data issue won't happen. So in this way, if I'm writing, it is fine. Now let's think about the indexes, in which way the data should go. So in which way the data is going actually. So though I'm starting from 0, 0th location, okay, my first value which is getting copied over here is 1 3. Correct? 1 3. So see over here, now I'm rewriting the second loop in this way, that 0 1 is getting written by 1 3. Okay, now 1 3 is getting written, 1 3's value, 1 3 is this, 1 3's value is getting changed by what? 3 2. Correct? 3 2's value will get changed by 2 0. Correct? And 2 zeros value is getting changed by what? 0 1. Correct? Am I correct for the 2 0? Yes, 0 1 2 2 0. Correct? Now if you see the pattern over here whichever is the j, over here whichever is the I is becoming my j over here. See over here, 3 3 2 2 0 0. I think we are making some sense now. Correct? So we understood that the loop. So first of all, up to this, is it clear with everyone how we are writing the loop or how we are devising the logic of it? Once we create the logic for 4 cross 4, the same logic will test for 3 cross 3 as well. But up to this, is it clear how we are creating the loop? Everyone or no one? Yes, Vivek, Nilesh, perfect. Thank you. Mahesh, Sagar? Yes, okay. Thank you. So what we are doing is over here, which value will get replaced? So first of all, temp equal to matrix of 0, 1, correct? Now, so instead of 0, 1, I'm writing ij. Then instead of at ijth location, okay, consider it as a matrix of ijth location, is getting replaced with matrix of j, correct? Matrix of j. Sorry, I did it reversely. Matrix of I jth location is getting copied by matrix of j, correct? Then third, 2, 0 and 1. So what is that relationship between 3, 1? If it is 3, then it is 2. If it is 2, it is 0. If it is 0, then it is 1. Okay. If not like that way, then also we need to think something like this. If it's a 0, then 3. If it's a 1, then 2. If it's a 3, then it's a 0. And if it's a 2, it's 1. So isn't it making some logic? Then if it's a 0, then 3. Then if it's a 1, it's 2. So which is that? I. Okay, so if I is equal to this, then j is equal to this. Okay. Then if it's a 2, it's a 1, and it's a 3, it's a 0. See over here. If I is 0, your j over here, which data to get copied from, that is 3. I is 1, that's why it is 2. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 0, 3. If it is 3, then it is 0. 3 plus 0, 3. And 2, then 1, 2 plus 1, 3. Yeah, now it makes sense that it is copying the relationship something like this. It should be j, and this 3 means what? N minus 1. Correct? So matrix of j, n minus 1 minus I. Correct? So it is copying like this. It is getting copied like this. So if I understood in this way, if I understand in this way, is it working fine for rest of the cycles as well? Can I write the same cycle for rest of the elements? So let's get checked. Okay, let's check about this thing. 0, 2. So 0, 2 value is getting replaced by what? 2, 3. Same way over here, j is becoming I. J is becoming I. Okay, so 2, 3, this location, I'm transferring this value, I'm transferring to 0, 2. Correct. Now 2, 3 is getting replaced by what? 2, 3 is getting replaced by 1, 3. 2, 3 is getting replaced by 3, 1. 3, 1. Now again, 3, 1 is getting replaced by what? 1, 0. So 3, 1 is getting replaced by 1, 0. And 1, 0 is getting replaced by what? 0, 2. And 1, 0 is getting replaced by 0, 2. Now see the cycle same. This jth value of matrix of j is similar to I of this 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0. And in the same way, 0 plus 3 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 0 is 3, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So now we devised a logic that in this way it is getting copied. The matrix of ij will get replaced with the matrix of j of n minus 1 I. Correct? Now, in which way the I is happening? So I is getting copied in this way. Now we have to devise in that way as well. That it is going something like this: 0, 1, 3, and 2. Over here also it's a 0, 2, 3, and 1. Now, if we change it to something else, will it reflect in a problem? That first of all we have to see, because if we write a normal while loop, correct? If we write a normal while loop or for loop, it will go something like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, correct? So your I will go 0, 1, 2, 3, and in that way your J will be. So we have to see whether it is creating a solution or not, or whether it is giving some issue or not, correct? That we are starting from 0, 0, then 0, 0 is creating a circle, that is fine, but what about 0, 1, 2, and rest of the what you can say elements? I think it's not working fine. So we may have to write a logic in which, let's say we have written a loop logic, and in that this four conditions should be hard coded. Four conditions should be hard coded. Hard coded in the sense that values should be hard. That means we have to follow the process. So we can't write a normal for loop. So we can't write a normal for loop something like this: for I equals to 0 to I less than n minus 1, I plus plus, and the same way for j, and in which I'll pass something like this: matrix of ij is equal to matrix of j and n minus 1 minus I. Something like this I can't write, because it's not universally. This logic is universal, but it is not following this logic 0, 1, 2, 3, in which I is going for 0, 1, 2, 3. No, it's not happening. It's going for 0, 1, 3, 2. Sometimes it's going for 0, 2, 3, 1. Sometimes it's going for something else as well. So I cannot write in that way. So I have to devise a logic in which I'll write something like this. Let's say I've written some while logic or while condition in which it will happen, and I'll write four codes. That four code would be something like this: temporary equal to matrix of I and j. Now I'll write this four condition, that matrix of ij, I'm changing it to this with this. Then this matrix ij, I'm changing with this too. Sorry, not here. This ij, I'm changing with this. And the same ij, I'm changing with something else. Then same ij, I'm changing with something else. And the same ij, I'm changing with something else. So I have to write some 4 lines of code over here. 1, 2, 3 for main. And then finally some matrix of some condition equal to 10. Correct? In this way I have to think. Now can you guys think about it? I'm giving you 5 minutes time to come up with this 4 lines, okay, which is following these conditions as well as these conditions, and then let's see whether it's working or not. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes time. I'll drink water and I'll come. Meanwhile, you guys just think about it. How can we write a solution out of it? I'm also creating right now the solution on my own. So let's think whether we can create it or not. Okay. So I'm giving you time for 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Just think about it. Okay. So has anybody thought about it, that in which way we'll be proceeding?
Uh, yeah, Dhaval.
Yes.
So, first condition, like when 0 1 replaced with 3 0 and 3 0 replaced to 3 3.
Mm-hmm.
So here matrix of ij is equal to matrix of n minus I, n minus 1 minus I, comma I.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That is fine.
Means where if I plus j equal to n minus 1 condition.
Okay. So I'm not thinking about the condition, because
Okay.
if you see like that, okay, it will be condition based for that. And if the say suppose the condition doesn't get fulfilled, then so something like this.
Then
Say, okay, in else also you're writing something.
yeah, in else,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
otherwise the second logic, like matrix of ij equal to matrix of j or
Mm-hmm.
and n minus 1 minus I.
Okay, no, 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 no. So we are thinking of something like that. This should be universal. So in that way, I'm thinking. Okay, in that way, I'm thinking that
Okay.
that should be universal. Okay. So let's see in something else way. Okay, in let's say in something else way, if I'm thinking, it's just, let's say I'm thinking, then it can take four values: 0, 1. Over here, it's taking 0, 2. So I was thinking something else, that can't I take something like this? It takes 0, 1, half only, and the rest of the half in reverse way, different way. Over here also it's taking half, but not the same, not in the same order. So let's see in a different way. Okay, let's see in a different way then. Okay, okay, but before that, first of all, for the first loop, it's getting converted something like this: 0, 0 is getting 0 and minus 1. So n minus 1, 0, it's fine. Okay, then that is something like this: 0 and minus 1 is taking n minus 1 and minus 1. So n minus 1 and minus 1, that is fine. And 0 and minus 1. So logic wise, it is happening fine. Can I just think about that in which way my I and j will work? Okay, okay. So let me think over it again. Let me think over it again. And this time it should be something like this. This is my first, or let's say this is my first, second, this is my second loop. Let's say, and the first loop is of something else. 0, 0 is getting copied with 0 and minus 1. 0 and minus 1 is getting copied with n minus 1 and minus 1. Then 0, oh sorry, n minus 1 and minus 1 is getting copied with n minus 1, 0. And 0, sorry, n minus 1, 0 is getting copied with 0, 0. Perfect. No issues with that. Then over here, my I is going for 0, 0. That's it. Then n minus 1, n minus 1. Over here, my I is going for 0, 1, and then 3, 2. Okay. Over here, my I is going for 0, 2. Okay. And then 3, 1. In which way should I write the logic? Which way? Let's say, okay, if I don't write it something like this, can I think of something else? No. So I cannot swap it with something like that. So what can I do? These four values, I can take it up. Okay, No issues, no issues. Okay, and at the end, what it will be taken? Okay, at the end, no, at the end. Before that, this cycle. Okay, so we have written this 3 cycles, right? First, second, and third. All 3 cycles I have written, but I haven't written this cycle. Okay, let me write that. Then maybe I can have some good idea about it. So it is over here something like this: 1 1. Okay, 1 1, then 1 2, 2 1, and 2 2. Okay, so let's write that. That 1 1 is getting copied with 1 1 is getting copied with 1 2. 1 2 is getting copied with 2 1, I think. 2 1. What 2 2 it would be. Perfect. 2 2 should get copied with 2 1. 2 plus 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4. 1 plus 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 1 2 plus 3 plus 4. And the 2 1 should get copied with 1 and 1, because 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 and 1 j's remains same. Okay, so my I actually is going for two things only, 0 and 1. Correct? So if you see over here, it's 0, it's a 0, it's a 0, and then it's 1. So my loop can contain for I equals to 0 and 1 only. So my 1 for loop, which I'm writing, that should be for 0 and 1 only. Correct? So it will take this first for loop, this first cycle, second cycle. So this is my first cycle, this is my second cycle, this is my third cycle, and let's say this is my fourth cycle. So in one for loop, I'll take care of this 3, and in second for loop, I'll take care of this. So first for loop is decided that I have to go up to half only. Okay, now I just have to think about j's. So first of all, understood how I have decided? Because once I have taken my starting conditions 0, over here also 0, over here also 0, and over here also 0, then my for loop is decided. Now the second thing is j. So for j, if I decide, then at least in that for loop, I'm starting from this, I'm starting from this, I'm starting from this, and I'm starting from this. And the rest of the items can be calculated via the logic which I have written. Correct? So that will come anyhow into the cycle. So this rest of the values will come into the cycles cycles logic. What we have to think about, how can we iterate over 0 0 0 1 0 2 and 1 1? How can we iterate over 0 0 then 0 1? Correct? And at the end 0 2 and at the end 1 1. That only we just have to think. So let's think like that in which way we should get proceeded. Okay, so
Dhaval?
let's see. Yes.
Dhaval, why so we are considering only first row, like 0 0 0 1 0 2 and
Yeah,
1 1?
so yeah, so let me explain you. Like whatever my for loop will be over here, okay, for I, and whatever my for loop will be for j. Okay, I just have to get it over here, the first ij condition. Now first ij condition I got, which is say for the example 1 1. Okay, now I know mathematically that 1 1 should get value from 1 2. Correct? Now 1 2 should get copied from this. So this 4 lines I can write it down. So over here for this 4 line, I don't have to write a logic. For this 4 lines, I don't have to write a loop. It will get automatically executed. So something like when I'll get ij equal to 1 1, in 4 lines, I'll transfer this whole and I'll complete it. That's it. Now when I'll get ij equal to 0 2, I'll complete this full cycle and I'll stop it. When I'll get ij equal to 0 1, I'll complete this full cycle and I'll stop it. So for this values, I don't have to write a loop. I don't have to think what values it will take. I just have to think about how can I get this value 0 0 0 1 0 2 and 1 1. That's it. So that I'm trying to get, that anyhow my I is going for half of the values only. If you think about 5 cross 5, it will go up to 2 only. 0 1 and 2 up to that cycle only. Because if you see a bigger picture over here, there will be one matrix, let's say for 5 cross 5, and one value over here. So it will go for up to 2 only, I equal to 2 only. Rest of the elements, it will be automatically taken care. Correct? So that for loop is finalized. That for loop I have understood. Now my bigger concern is this j. How can I take j? In which way I should take j? So let's say initially my I is 0, so j is 0. So now I'm thinking about this next of the elements. Now it stops. It stops. Okay, 0, 0 stops at where? That we don't want to think. Okay, let's see. Now the second loop I have to start with 0 and 1. Okay, that is perfect. Now third loop I have to start with 0 and 2. Now 0 and 2, that is something new, and 1 and 1 at the end it should get copied. So for I equals to this, I can copy. That is perfectly fine. Now in which way the j should go? Now in which way the j should go? So j is going something like this. For 0, it is 0. That is fine. For 0, next time 0. Okay, it is starting from 1. Correct? And next time 0, it is going up to 2. It is not going for 3. That means it is going for the this way, 0, 1, 2. That's it. For 0, it is going for these values. That is means what? We have 4 rows and the indexes are 0. We have 4 columns. Indexes are 0 to 3. So up to 3 only it is going, not beyond that. Correct? So now if I write a loop over it, then it would be something like this. For I equals to 0 to I less than n by 2. Correct? We have decided over here it should go by up to n by 2 only, and it should go for I plus plus. So it will go for 0 and then it will go for 1. Now first I's loop is decided that it will go for 0 and 1 only. Now in which way j should go? So j should go something like this. So j should have 0, 1 and 2 values. So j equals to, it should start from 0. Correct? Now let's understand in this way. Should it start from 0 or should it start from 1? Because over here, so consider it in this way. So up to this, first of all, clear. Then I'll just rub some of the part, or let's say I'll just write it down some part over here only. Okay. So let's say 0, 0, then 0, 1, 0, 2, and then in next for loop, it is taking 1, 1. If it is 4 cross 4, this value is taking. So for I equals to 0's loop, I'm taking j equals to this value, and for I equals to 1's loop, I'm taking up to this only, one value only. If it is a larger, then for I equal to 2, it should start from j equals to 2. Why? Let's think. Not think, let's see. Okay, let's say some bigger picture. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. So I'm thinking for 5 cross 5. 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. 4, 0, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, and 4, 4. So after the whole cycles, there will be one cycle which is starting from 2, 2, which is itself only. Correct? Just like in 3 cross 3. If it is 6 cross 6, 0, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 0, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, and 5, 5. Let's think about the innermost circle. So innermost circle would be this. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. And then rest of the circles will be on top of it, just something like this only. Just something like this only. That 0, 0 value will get replaced with 5, 0. 5, 0 will get replaced with 5, 5. 5, 5 will be replaced with this one. This will get replaced with this one. Last one, just like this, the last one will get replaced with the first. In the same way, the pattern, it will get going. So my I is going for 0, is going for 1, and is going for 2 only. Now when this circle is starting for 0, okay, when this circle is starting from 0, my j is starting from 0. When this circle is starting from 1 1, it is starting from j equals to 1 1 only. When my next circle, when it is starting from 2, I equal to 2, j is also becoming 2. So that means my loop over here will be something like this. Let me extend it. Where is the pointer? Come on. For j equals to I. Understood why? That for this loop, I equals to 0 to later, then 1 to later, and then 2 to later. Yes, Nilesh, you are correct. Start j equals to I. So then I understood that I have to start j equals to from I. Now j should be up to what? So j should be for 0, it is up to 3. So for 0 is up to 3. For 1, it will be up to 2. Correct? For 1, it will be something like this, 1 1 and 1 2. Correct? Up to this only I have to proceed. Up to this only. So over here, it won't proceed for the next element because there is not. But if it would be going for 1 and 2 only. So how can I write that? Actually over here it is going for only 1 1. If it is 5 cross 5, then only then it is going. So in which way I can write it down? Something like this, n minus I minus 1. So initially n is equal to 4, minus 1 equal to 3. So it is going up to 2 only. So up to 2, that means less than. So n minus 1, n minus I less than 1. So if I equal to 0, it is going for what? Up to n minus 1, which is equal to 3. So it is going up to 3, which is until 3. That means 0, 1 and 2. So j is going for 0, 1 and 2, which is happening over here. When it is 1, so n minus 1 is 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So when j is I equal to 1, it is going for only j up to 1 only. Correct. So in that way, I have to write my second for loop for j plus plus. Correct. So now if my for loops are decided, now I can write it down the solution for this. And this would be something like this. For I equals to 0 to, I have to go up to n by 2 only. I plus plus. And I have to think by j equals to I and j less than n minus I minus 1 only, j plus plus. Okay, now what I have got is this 4 location 0 0 0 1 0 2 and 0 1 1. Once I have got this 4 location, can I write the logic for this? Let's write it down. That this value should get copied into temp. So let's say integer temp equal to matrix of ij. Now matrix of ij should get copied from this value, okay. So I'm writing that matrix of ij should get copied from where? Matrix of j and n minus 1 minus I, n minus 1 minus I, correct? Which logic we have discussed over here above, correct? If it is getting copied, then this location should get changed with the similar one. So let me write that. So matrix of j, correct, and n minus 1 minus I should get copied from what? Should get copied from matrix of these two values, which is like the same j should be over here. So over here's column is n minus 1 minus I. So n minus 1 minus I, correct? And its column from where it is getting copied is such value such that the sum becomes j, sum becomes n minus 1. You can see over here 2 and 1 3, 2 and 1 3, and 2 and 1 3. In that way only we have decided, correct? Remember the logic? So the logic is something like this. It's ith condition, I should be lesser than n minus 1. So it should be n minus 1 minus I. So over here it should be n minus 1 minus j, because over here row is j. So over here it should be j, correct? And now next, this value should get replaced with what? So this value I'm writing n minus 1 minus I, n minus 1 minus j. That should get replaced with what? Its column should be same with its row. So matrix of n minus 1 minus j. So this two should be same, correct? Just like this. This two should be same. And the same way, this and this sum should be less than n minus 1. Exactly as an n minus 1 it should happen. So n minus 1 minus I, and what sum it should get it to n minus 1 I. So n minus 1 minus I plus I equal to n minus 1. Correct? And at the end, matrix of n minus 1 minus j of I should get copied with what? Temp, which we have copied over here previously. So with this 4 lines, I'm actually replicating these 4 things, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Correct? And with this 4 loops, I'm going for 0, 0 to 0, 1, 0, 1 to 0, 2, and 0, to 1, 0, 2 to 1, 1. Simply. Correct? And in this way, we have devised a solution. So we just sometimes have to think a little bit larger, faster even. So if this question is asked to you in an interview, you may have to think about little bit, analytically that, okay, in this way the loops are going on, in this way it is happening. So I have to write loop like this. So to be very honest, this question I have solved first time in front of you guys. Okay. And also I was stuck somewhere that in which way I should write. And finally I was thinking about the answer, and then I understood about the logics of 0 and 1, 0, 1 in the sense I's. And from I understood in which way my jth logic should be. And once I understood, I devised a solution. Okay, so this was the first time that I'm solving this question, and that too I solved. That's why it took a little bit longer time as well. Okay, so in this way we may have to think. Sometimes when you are stuck, you may have to think a little bit analytically that where and how my pointers in the sense over here I and j will be moving on. Okay, once you understood that, then you can create a solution which is on your own. Okay, now let's think about the same question in a different way. So let's solve over here. First of all, understand over here what is happening actually. We had enough space over here. So what is happening over here actually, that whatever is its first row is becoming its first column. So let's see something like this. First row is becoming first column, second row is becoming second column, third row is becoming third column, but in reverse. So can't I write something like this? Let's say my 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Something like this. Let's say 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. I want to do it anti-clockwise. So what I'm doing is, first row, I'm making first column. Now if I want to make first row as in a first column, what should I have to do? Let's think about it. Then we will do. Then second row, 4, 5, 6 as in a second column. 4, 5, 6. Third row as in a third column. 7, 8, 9. So now let's think about it. How can we convert it into this way? Why? Because 1, 1 remain as it is, 5 remains as it is, and 9 remain as it is. So in matrix, these values will remain as it is. What is getting copied? 2 is getting copied with 4. 7 is getting copied with 3. So swapped with 3. 6 and 8 are getting swapped. If you think about 4 cross 4, it will be the same one. Same logic. Now after this, what I'm doing is reversing the column. 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, and 9, 8, and 7. Now if I think something like this, can I create the rotation of a matrix 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7? Yes, I can create. So can I have logic for this 2 part? So this part is very easy. I just have to go for each column and I just have to reverse it. Correct? I just have to reverse it. That's it. Each column, yes.
So this is anti-clockwise, right?
Yes, anti-clockwise. If you want to convert it into, previously also we have done for anti-clockwise only. Okay. 1 is getting copied at 7, 7 is getting copied at 9, 9 is getting copied at 3, and 3 is getting copied at 1. So what we have done is initially 1, let's take it in a temporary, 3 getting copied to 1, then whatever the value is over here, that is getting copied over here. So something like we are starting something like this, instead of 1 is getting copied over, in this way. The 0, 0 I'm value taking it in this way, and then I'm proceeding 0, 0 I'm taking into temporary, and then I'm proceeding something like this 0, 0 it's in a temporary. Now this value is getting copied by 3. Okay, then I'm going to 3 and I'm going to replace 3 with 9. Now I'm going to 9 and 9 is getting copied with 7, and at the 7 I'm putting this temporary value 1. So that's why it is coming something like this, that 3 will come over here, 9 will come over here, yes, 7 will come over here, yes, and 1 will get come over here. So we have this code which we have written, it is also for anti-clockwise. If you want to write a clockwise, it's also the same one. Just this 4 lines will get reversed. This 4 lines which we have written, it will get changed. So that I think you can try. In which way I do have to. If you understood this, you may be able to write it down properly for clockwise even. And it is easy only. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing, difficult. You just have to think that in which way it is getting copied via this kind of trace. Okay, and then you can create the solution. And I think if we try it over here also, it will be copied. Instead of starting from this, we are copying something like this 0, 0. First we'll copy to 0 n minus 1. N minus 1 will copy over here. This will get copy over here. And this will get copy over here. So maybe we have to start from this location and not from 0, 0. Correct? And if we are starting from 0, 0, then we may get into the trouble. So we may have to start it from this location. And then we can proceed. That this getting, let's copy it to some location, copy this way, then this way, then this way, and then complete it. Correct? So in this way, you may have to think. So once we understand the logic, we can write the code anyways. Correct? We just have to think that in which way we'll write the loop. Now let's think about this logic. So over here, can't I write a logic in which I'm writing something like this: for I equals to 0 to I less than n only, up to nth location only I'm going, and I plus plus. And j also I'm starting from I only. So something like this 0, 0, then 1, 1, then 2, 2, up to that I'm going. So this values will remain as it is. So now when I'm at 0, 0, okay, I'm swapping 0th row and 0th column's value, that is this 2. When I'm at 1, 1, I'm copying this 2. And when I'm at 2, 2, I'm copying this 2. Can it be done? Let's think. So when I'm at 0, 0, I'm copying which two values? 0, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 0. Correct? So what I'm copying is, when I'm at 0, 0, I'm copying 0, 1, and 1, 0. So I'm swapping this 2. When I'm at 1, 1, I'm copying what? 0, 2, and 2, 0. So I'm copying what? 2, 0 and 0, 2. These two are swapped. And when I'm at 2, 2, what I'm copying? 1, 2 and 2, 1. Correct? So I'm swapping 1, 2 and 2, 1. Okay. So now can we think about some of the logic that is how to write such kind of loop, or such kind of, what we can say, for loop which gets swapped this way. So if we able to write this way, then this thing is called a transpose. This thing called a transpose of a matrix, in which row becomes column and column becomes row. That is called transpose of a matrix. And once we do the transpose of a matrix, we can think of a loop in which each column will take and will reverse as an array. Each column will take it as an array and will reverse. Each column will take it as an array and will reverse. Correct? So 1, 2, 3 I have taken and I reversed it, so it become 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6 as an array I have taken and reversed 6, 5, 4, and 7, 8, 9 in 9, 8, 7. And then my answer is ready. So can we think something like that logic? Let's Let's find it out, the solution. So first of all, I want to go for the transpose of a matrix. Okay, I want to think about the transpose of a matrix. Okay, so let's think. Okay, so when I'm at 0 0, I'm copying 0 1 and 1 0. That's it. Okay, then after this it's getting stopped, but let's think about 4 cross 4 as well, and let's see in which way it will get copied. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12 13 14 15 and 16. So in which way will go 1 6 11 and this, correct? And in which way it will get swapped? It will get swapped something like this: 2 5 3 and 9 4 and 13, correct? Then 7 and 10, then 12 and 15, correct? In this way it will get copied. 8 and 14 as well, correct? In this way it is getting copied. So in which way it is getting copied? Let's see. When we are at 0 0, we'll copy 0 1 with 1 0, 0 1 with 1 0, 0 2 with 2 0, and 0 3 with 3 0. All the 0th row and 0th column I'll copy, swap. When I'm at 1, I'll change the rest of the ones row into ones column. When I'm at 2, I'll change all the 2's row into 2's column. And when I'm at 3, I'm done. Correct? In this way, I have to write a logic. So can I write something like this? For I equals to 0 to I less than number of rows. So number of rows in the square matrix are n I plus plus. And the same way I have to go for j equals to I, because I want to go for diagonal wise 1 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3. Correct? So j equals to I to j less than n only I have to go. Correct? All of them I have to find it out. J plus plus. Now what I have to change? I have to swap two values, which is 0. So initially 0 0 will get swapped with 0 0. Then j will become what? 0 0, then 0 1. So my I is 0 and j started from 0. Then next value will be 0 1. So 0 1 should be swapped with 1 0. So that I'm writing that swap the matrix of ij with matrix of ji. Correct? So this is the code for transpose. Correct? This is the code for transpose. So once I converted all the rows into columns, my answer will be something like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And then what I have to write? Reverse a column. So let's write it down, the reverse a column logic. Okay, so first of all, let's say void transpose. In that, we'll copy the same code, which should be working, and not should be, it will. Correct? And at the end, after that, I'll just reverse it. And what should I reverse? Void reverse column. If I reverse a column of the same matrix, my work is done. Matrix, I have to pass an integer n. Here also I have to pass matrix and integer n. Now how can I reverse a column? So to reverse a column, what we have to take is, let's say over here, I'm starting with 0 0. Correct? I'm starting with 0 0, and all the values of the same j in the sense column, are getting swapped with 0 3 I. So though I'm reversing a column, consider it as a column, but the values will be swapped based upon the I means row, because the second row 0th column will get swapped with this. So not swapped, actually it will be transferred, something like this. 1 will be into temporary, and then one value will be copied to 0, 2 value will be copied to 2. So 2 0 will be copied to 1 0, 1 0 will be copied to this way, and at the end temporary will come over here. So in that way it will transfer something like this. The 3 will move to top, 1 will come to bottom, and 2 will remain as it is. So in that way I have to reverse my column, correct? So reverse a columns logic, if we write, then it can be something like this, that for all the rows I want to do, so I less than n, I plus plus, and columns will be something like what? Columns should be like starting from the 0 0 only, that this portion 0 0 I have to reverse, then this also I want to reverse, and this also I want to reverse. So j should be starting from 0 to j less than starting until the n only, correct? J should be less than n only. Okay, and I have to do the next part, which is this j plus plus. Now, am I missing something else? Let's see. So let's see over here, 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 2 0. So what I'm doing it over here is something like this, reversing this portion, reversing this portion. So what I have to do is I equals to 0 and j equals to 0, correct? Now that I want to swap it with which value? So that will get swapped with last, up to last, correct? Now, so in which way I'll reverse any? So let's think about the array. Let's reversing the array 1 2 3 4. Let's think like this. So what reversing will give me this 4 3 2 and 1. So I'll swap something like this, last 2 element, then this 2 element, up to middle element, up to middle element. So in this way I have to traverse. So my one pointer should be at this and second pointer should be at this, and that two values will get swapped. So over here what it would be, 0 0 should get replaced with what? 2 0. Instead of 4 cross 4 it would be 3 0, correct? And next time it should be 1 0, and it should be replaced with 2 0. So my one pointer should be increasing and one pointer should be decreasing. So for that I'll use something like this. My I will go into 0 1 2 location, this one 0 1 2, in that way, and my j, which is decrementing 3 2, that my, instead of that pointer I'll keep k equals to n minus 1. So initially I equal to 0 and k equal to n minus 1, so it will get copied like this, I equal to 0 0 and k equals to n minus 1 0 for the same column only. Now then I equals to 1, k equals to n minus 1 minus I is 1 only, correct? And then I equal to 2, k equal to n minus 1 minus 2. So in that way it will get swapped, correct? In that way it will get swapped. So let's write the logic for that. Instead of this kind of loop, for both of them, let's see. Okay, reverse a column will work something like this. For I equals to 0 and k equals to n minus 1, I less than k, I should be my less than k, I plus plus, and k minus minus. Now for j the same way, j becomes j stays 0 only. So j stays as it is, 0 or 1 only, right? And j will be what? Sorry, j will be what? 0th row, first row, 0th column, first column, second column. So that logic should be same way, j equals to 0 to j less than n minus 1, j plus plus. So for all it should take. Now what should get swapped? What should get swapped? So matrix of ij should get swapped with matrix of kj. Simple, correct? So what will happen over here if we have written this kind of loop? Let's see. Okay, so by our understanding it was clear. Now let's see what is happening. So for what is happening, I equals to 0, k equals to n minus 1. So 0, I equals to 0, k equals to, let's say for n equals to 4, k equals to 3. Okay, now what will happen is j equals to 0, 1 and 2 will happen parallelly. 0, 1 and 2, 3 will happen parallelly, and that will get swapped. So what we are swapping? 0, 0 will get swapped with 3, 0, correct? Then 0, 1 will get swapped with what? K minus minus 2, 0, correct? Then 0, 2, because I is not changed, right, will get swapped with 1, 0, and over here it will get swapped. Do we need in the same way 0, 0 should get swapped with 3, 0? Yes, but then 1, 0 should get swapped, right? We are reversing a column, we are not reversing a row. So 0, 1, actually then 0, 1 is getting swapped with 2, 0, is getting swapped with 2, 0. Isn't it wrong? Isn't that loop which we have written is wrong? Yes, the loop which we have written is wrong. So in which way I should write? In which way should I write? So here the portion is wrong. Here the portion is wrong, or the j loop which we have written is wrong. So instead of that, it should have been written something like this, that my I should remain same, correct? So that's why reversing a column, I'm writing like this: I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. And the jth loop which I'm writing, is in that I'm writing a new logic which is of k. So k equals to n minus 1, j less than k, j plus plus, k minus minus. Now my swap logic will be over here, which is matrix of j first and then I is swapped with matrix of k and I, not j, I. So now what will happen over here? Your I is 0, and it will take like 0, 1, 2 and 3 for 4 cross 4, okay? And now your j value will be what? J and k value are changing. So j equals to 0, so 0, 0, correct? Considering it over here, I equals to 0, I equals to, I equals to, and I equals to. So you are changing what? 0, 0 with k equals to n minus 1, 3, 0, not 3, 0, k equals to n minus 1. And in which way you are writing? This one, 3i. So that you are changing with 3, 0. So your now I is remain constant. Now your j is incremented. So j becomes 1, I becomes 0 only. So I stays 0 only. And because of this, I is in column value. It is getting swapped with 2, 0. Isn't it what we want? 1, 0 should get copied with 3, 0. And 1, 0 should get copied with 2, 0. So now we have written the correct logic. So this was wrong. Okay. With our understanding we have written, but where we were wrong is over here. Instead of that logic, it should be correct over here. So this is our void reverse column logic, in which integer matrix is passed of n cross n and integer n is passed. And if we write like this, it is a perfect logic. So now with the transpose, how to do a anti-clockwise matrix, that is also done, correct? So in this way we have to proceed.
Can you repeat the one? What? Transpose?
Sorry.
Mahesh,
from your end it's very noisy.
can you repeat?
Yeah, okay. So the transpose part you understood? Transpose part you understood, Mahesh? You can message me as well in a chat. Yes, just reversing of this part only we have to understand. Okay, so what we are doing it over here is in this way. Okay, what two values should get replaced? 0, 0 with 3, 0, then 1, 0 with 2, 0, correct? And if it is still larger, then it should be something like this: 1, 0 with 4, 0, 0 0 with 4 0, 1 0 with 3 0, and 2 0 with 2 0 as it is. So if you see over here, your I remains increasing 0 1 2, correct, and your j remains constant. So you know that your outer loop will get executed last. So it will be something like this. When you're keeping j I equals to 0, when you're keeping something like this I equals to 0. Okay, let's understand in different way. Your what should be your constant? Your constant should be, for first loop your j should be constant. Next time your j should be 1, and the next time your j should be 2, correct? So I'm writing an outer loop on that. For j equals to 0 to j less than n, j plus plus, correct? Now in which way your I should move? I should be 0 1 2 increasing, and your k should be 4 3 and 2, correct? So kth logic also you know. So in that I have written something like this. For I equals to 0 to I less than k. So before that I have to initialize k, comma, k equals to n minus 1, I less than k, I plus plus k minus minus. Now if I swap matrix of ij with matrix of kj, what will happen? I means starting from here 0. My j is 0 only initially. So I'm swapping 0 0 with what? 3 0. Correct? Let's say it's a 4 cross 4, then 3 0. Then my I will increment to 1. So instead of over here ij, over here I have written j and I. ij, it is j and I, and over here I have written ij, and the matrix is changed. It's just matter of variables. Understood? So these two both loops will be same. Now if you see this, these two loops are actually same. It's just variable names are different. Over here it's a ij, and over here it's a ji. So the matrix is ji because ij. So over here matrix, instead of ji, over here it's a ij. Simple. Okay, and why? That also we have discussed. Correct? Yes, Mahesh. So the Mahesh, it's perfect. Reversing of a anti-clockwise is anti-clockwise equal to transpose plus reverse column. And now if we understood this properly, we can see that the clockwise means transpose plus reverse rows. So this thing you can try it out. First write the code for this, which the logic we have discussed. With this logic also it's fine, this logic also it's fine, both are same. Okay, now you have over here 3 tasks to do. First, 90-degree rotate with, so first of all, anti-clockwise 90-degree rotate with what? With this logic, swap logic. Second, you have 4 tasks, 90-degree clockwise with swap logic. So that you have to devise a logic, correct? Anti-clockwise we have devised. Third part, write a 90-degree with transpose and reverse column. So that we have discussed, correct? Over here your part is this 90-degree with transpose and reverse rows. So for these 2 questions, okay, you may have to decide, not this 2 and 4, you have to devise new logic and new code. For 1 and 3 which are similar, you can devise whatever we have discussed. From that you can write a code. So if you want to write code for this 2, it's fine. If you want to write this for this 2, not fine. You have to write it for 4. Either this 2 and 4, or 1 2 3 4, because 1 and 3 already we have discussed fully working code. Correct? Understood? So in this way we can devise a strategy to transpose and reverse or 90-degree rotate a matrix. Correct? So with this, we'll be resting our class today, and we'll meet next time when we'll see the spiral matrix. I think spiral we have discussed. We'll see about the logic, and then we'll go for the recursion. Matrix into the recursion. Recursion into the matrix, sorry. Correct? So with this, we are ending our class. I wish to get codes from you guys, this 4, within few days. Till that, good time and have a nice days. Thank you guys.